Hi, Kent. How strongly has the team been talking about setting a good defensive tone? And did you see hallmarks of good defense tonight?
Yeah, it was very important. Coach Kerr, has been telling us all week that, if we can get to where we need to be offensively, then, we'll have a really good chance to win some games this season. And defense wins championships. I mean, this is a organization that has been underrated in that aspect during all their championship runs. I think the fact that they got stops when they needed to kind of really put them over the top because offense will come. It's a very talented league. A lot of guys can fill it up. So we can get stops, get out in transition, we give ourselves a better chance to win games.
Hey Kent, this is Wes Goldberg with Bay Area News Group. It looks like you and Brad Wanamaker and Marquise Chris might be a little trio sort of coming off the bench early in the season. How's the chemistry so far with you guys?
Oh, it's been good. We've had all week. Playing against the first unit. Trying to fill things out, and then we still got a ways to go. The Denver bench made a run there in the third, and we kind of got on our heels a little bit. But we Brad and I, being the guards out there, being the vets, we'll do a better job of kind of maintaining and getting a little bit of pushback. Slowing it down and get some good shots. But it's fun, because you got guys out there that just play extremely hard. And defensively, we're a really good unit. Lance, we can switch. Brad, pressuring the ball, and then we got Jordan who can fill it up on the wing. And the sky's the limit for that second unit. And like I said, years back, those championship runs, the bench, was a really really strong calling card for the Warriors.
Bays, how did it feel to be back, or did this not count? You need a regular season game for it to really count.
Nah, dude, it feels great. I ran out there and a couple people welcomed me back, and I was kind of nervous, during my shooting time. Just kind of wearing a uni again, and just being back. It's just a bit of an emotional night. Just suiting up and back where it all started, and I have that fresh energy again, and I'm looking to help this team win this year.
Steve said this has the chance to be an excellent defensive team. What do you think? I mean, you're a veteran. You've been around many different teams with different defenses. How good do you think this team could be defensively?
I mean, I think we're gonna be really good. We have a ton of length, athleticism, especially on the wings. We got myself, we got Oubre, who picked it up for us last night. Tonight, with some ball pressure. Wiggins, and then you got Eric Pascal, Marquise Chris. And we got a ton of length. We got a ton of versatility. Brad's really good defensively. I think we have a lot of guys on this roster that really loves playing defense, and we showed glimpses of that tonight. 28% from three from them, and they're a pretty good team. We got beat on a couple back doors right there. I think it was like 4 or 5 times early in the first quarter, but once we kind of stopped that, it was just from being a little too aggressive on the wings. We kind of pulled away a little bit.
Ken, how's it being out there with no fans?
It's basketball, man. I played down. I was fortunate enough to go down to the bubble with the Sacramento Kings, and it's basketball at the end of the day. All that really matters is what's going on in between those lines, and I'm just thankful to be able to have a job. There's a lot of people out in the world that can't work right now, and it's very unfortunate. Like I had my guy that's been taking care of me at the St. Regis today. Tell me that he's getting furloughed. So I'm just appreciative to be out. Fans or not, and do what I love. So it's bigger than having no fans right now. It's just it's a trying time right now across the world. So the fact that we can bring people together and bring smiles to people's faces, like my family. My mom, dad, and brother were, my trainer was super excited, for me to be out there. And if I can bring that kind of smile and warmth to people, then that's all I'm really worried about.
And Steve said that playing with somebody like Steph could be challenging because all the relocating that he does and stuff like that. It could be hard for somebody who's never played with him before. Obviously, you have, but you spent some time away and you're back. Playing with him, is it sort of like riding a bike, or did you have to sort of get used to it again?
No, well, I watched him play, probably 85% of the games. when I wasn't here, So, and, anyone that knows, basketball knows that, he is a system and he does relocate, I think as the season goes on, everyone will kind of figure out what he does, because it's a fresh new team. We don't really know each other that well yet. So those things will come. And, I think, it's really good of him to be that unselfish. He can come down and, score whenever he wants, but, he gets off the ball and, he wreaks havoc for, opposing defenses when he goes from side to side, the defensive shifts and guys get open lanes to the rim. So, all that stuff will come and, it's just, right now just figuring it all out. It's good that we started with a good defensive, intensity tonight because, offense will come and it's going to come, Kelly Oubre said, like a tsunami.
Hey, guys, it's Monty Poole, the NBC Sports Bay Area. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm all right, man. Going back to 2012-13, the year you guys went to the playoffs and beat Denver, and people kind of were surprised by what you guys were able to do. But that year is also the year where they really built a defensive mentality. And I'm wondering if you could look back to that time. Obviously, some of you guys are all older now. You, Steph, Draymond, those guys. But do you see any similarities in terms of mentality of that team to this team?
Yeah, even after the game tonight, we got probably 95% of the team in the weight room lifting. I think the mentality is definitely shifted to, breeding champions. This is a very, in this new era, over the last 10 years, this franchise is really, raised to new heights. And, to wear this jersey, it comes with, sacrifice. It comes with, hard work. So, we got a lot of guys that just love to get after it. The practice has been very intense, from top to bottom. We've had like 20 guys here. You look at like a Dwayne Sutton, Axel, Nico, all the young guys, from the bottom, just, coming in and playing extremely hard. And that's where it starts, man. If you can get, and like I said, it starts at the top with Steph leading the charge, working hard every day, getting up shots after practice. He's in there lifting right now. So, it's infectious when, you get, good character guys that love the work and, you really elevate each other. You go out there, play for one another and stay together.
Is that enthusiasm similar to what you had back in 2012-13?
For sure. Yeah. Beating Denver, as a 6th seed and we had our first 2 games on the road in San Antonio and, it's not like being on that stage, you get guys on that stage and, those bright lights and, it's either sink or swim and, it brings the best out of, the guys that, have been putting in that work, and, as a unit collectively, we think the world of each other. It's already a tight-knit group. We already, giving each other a little crap and, no one's getting sensitive. So that's always a good sign, that, we're here for one another and we all have that common goal.